come in. We've got a new angle of dangle. It's Tutor UK. This is a channel update.
Don't ever invite a vampire into your house, you silly boy.
It is indeed. We're back yet again. More shit to fill the shelves. We've got a gift. A big massive box, a gift that I kind of had an inkling what's in it, but I don't know what's in it. I've had it sat for best part of a week now, probably longer than a week actually. I've got some fucking cracking Facebook buys, and big up the CEX Massive.
One day, some of the kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home. You know why? It was out of respect.
No name, man. The original Nata. Turkey that take check. You can't patch along the Shire Fegs. And when we come is murderation. All original gangster, man. Here when we tell them no. You hear me coming out imitate. Originate become originate. Alright, mate. Now what you doing, mate? Here when we tell them coming about gears, I'm gonna stop that.
It's just missed playback pool. Seen some of the videos. It looked good. I don't think I missed out too much, judging by what I've seen and what I've heard. Got itchy nose, excuse me. But yeah, I mean the Trader Hall. I've watched Scott's Game Asylum, seen his videos, watched Valter's, seen some of Chris's stuff, Novabug. Yeah, and up until ever since the first time I went to Blackpool, the Trader Hall has just gone slowly downhill. It's never been the same. That first year I went, it was absolutely amazing. I got some great stuff. And there was a load of indie little vendors and stuff like that. It's very much akin to a retro market. Now it tends to be just dominated by some of the bigger name guys, which is, it's horses for courses. You don't like I say that, you don't go to Blackpool for the Trader Hall. That's just an aside. You go there for the people, for the meat. I said to Scott, a few of us have known that for a very long time, which is why we just sort of go to Trader Hall, have a spin round, try and get in a few games, and then we just sit in the bar drinking beers and catching up with people and having a laugh. It's just a means to an end. And we've said it for a few years. You could probably do it elsewhere. You don't need to be, going to an event to do it. But it's just a gathering point, isn't it? It's just a catalyst for it to happen. But yeah, it looked okay. I said I don't think I missed out on anything. I wouldn't have bothered with any of the talks. I don't bother with any of the talks anyway. So all that side of it is nil and void, essentially. The Friday meet-up, but nice to see you in the secret bar. I'm not sure how that panned out though, because it's quite segregated, isn't it? At least in that hallway thing. I was thinking about this when I was watching the video. At least in that, that foyer thing, it's all open, and you can just pull the chairs around as you see fit. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't comment. But I did have a pang of fucking jealousy and regret that I didn't go on the Friday night. I've seen some of the pictures on Facebook, and I thought, and once that had been and gone, I was okay then. Fucking sad bloke. But no, it's a good crack. It's always a good time, as we all know. So what have we got today? We've got a gift. We've got a gift from a mate, a friend. Not really mate. I know him, but I don't really know. I've never met the guy. But he's watches his channel. I purchased some items from said person, and then he's very kindly sent me a gift afterwards. I say a huge massive box. I've got a couple more purchases from another friend online on Facebook, again, who watches the show. A couple of crackers there. Another one from an unknown guy who popped up on Retro Realm, and like I say, quite a nice little stack from CEX. So I think what I'll do the random sort of Facebook purchase. Them that are on Retro Realm will know, well, may have seen this thread. It went a bit nuts, went a bit insane. A chap basically turned up and sort of said, I've been advised to come onto this page. I had a load of games to sell. I was trying to flog them off dirt cheap. Someone very kindly pointed me in the direction of this page. And these are the games I've got to sell. And it become a feeding frenzy. There's one game that I missed out on that I wouldn't mind getting, which is Primal Rage. These are all, I think, yeah, they're all PlayStation 1 games. I did manage to bag this. The chap was in front of me. I say the post that he put up, I didn't know that was the actual offer post, but he honoured who'd specified interest, and he just went nuts, and I didn't really think to put my name down on anything. But I managed to bag this. It wasn't complete, so the chap before me turned it down. So I've bagged it anyway. I've managed to source the missing piece for it, and I got it for a fucking bargain in the end, I'll tell you that much. And it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the PlayStation 1. So this didn't have the front insert, so the chap that was in front of me said, oh no, it's okay, I don't want it now. It's quite a tricky get. Now I think, and don't quote me on this, I'm not sure which is the harder one, or if they're equally as difficult to find on this on the Dreamcast or on the PlayStation. But yeah, it's an honest copy. There we go. So like I say, managed to source the front insert and make that whole again. We can make you whole again. I don't recall playing this on the Dreamcast. I may have downloaded the Japanese version of the Dreamcast a while back. I guess it's like a story-driven one-on-one beat-em-up. Yeah, it just looked. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's based on some manga, isn't it? But say quite not a cheap game. Not a cheap game. That is now boxed and fully complete, rather than boxed and 50% complete. Well, then it's not complete, is it? One of my bugbears, that is. Boxed and fully complete. Boxed and half complete. It's not complete then, is it? Ah! Yeah, that guy's name, Ian Tucker. So, his dad's going to watch this. I think he did mention he might have some other stuff. I think it's something like his brother-in-law's. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Say, anyone who's not on any of these groups, your Galaxy Segas, your Retro Realms, should be getting on them. Really, you should be getting on them. So, next couple of items are from basic people that have watched the videos, or video, and/or probably actually, I know I'm on Facebook via Retro Ram and/or Galaxy Sega. So this chap, Ian, no, not Ian at all. Yes, it is Ian Martin's. Too many Ians. Ian Martin. Known Ian for a while now. He's big into his movies. So there's yeah, he's kind of friends with someone that I'm been friends with since I was a kid. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So we kind of know. Weirdly, it's like the 3 degrees of separation, whatever you call it. Anyway, Ian messaged me out of the blue and said, look, I've got these items for sale, are you interested? Yeah, sure, I'll have a look. And I think one or two that I was kind of angling at had already gone. But Ian had told me that afterwards, so he's putting the pictures up, and I'm looking, thinking, oh, I'm interested in that one, interested in that one, blah, blah. And then he sort of said, oh, that one's sold. Because there was like a picture, you know, of all the spines and the fronts and stuff. So anyway, we cut a deal on 2 games. One of them I didn't have a clue what the fuck it was. I just thought it was some. They're both Japanese. I just thought, the fuck, I ain't got a clue. So I had to ask him. Did a bit of googling, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a tasty title. He was after some money for other projects, not game related, to do with the movies, which is where we've got the mutual friend, or you know, an acquaintance to him, but it's my mate. So the money's gone to a good cause, if you like, which is Ian's cause. Japanese Sega Mega Drive titles. Yeah, so the first one from Ian, meant to be a pretty hard to come by game, perhaps. Wrote it down because I forgot what it's called. Devil Hunter Yoko. So I didn't know. Them that know will know about it, and them that don't, well, you can have a squiz of it now. I haven't had a chance to try it because I'm just lazy. I don't know, it looks a bit. It's action platformer. Young girl with a big sword, Alicia Dragoon-esque, I don't know. Very nice condition, really, really is nice condition. So yeah, I'd yet to give it a whirl. Really should pull my finger out. I'll probably have a game of it today because there's no football. Well, I support Liverpool, so there's no Liverpool game on. So, you know, I may actually, you know, sort of sit down and have a game. So that's the first one. The second one, even though it was a great price, so I sort of said I'd have this one just based purely on the price. It's one I've been looking at for ages. Technically, I've got it. I've got the Western version. This is one of them unique Japanese games where their version is slightly different. I know I think it's an extra level or an extra boss. Some other tweaks and whatever. Basically, it's an uncut version. It's the best way to describe it. I say Ian's even kept it in a nice little protector, and it is none other than the mighty Bare Knuckle 3, aka Streets of Rage 3. This is a Japanese release. Rare? Not really. Sought after? Yes. Commands a high price? Yes. I think this is just a SNES box. But yeah, I mean, that's very little wear to it, and it's even got the move list, the fight list. So yeah, well happy with that. It's just one of them games. Not sure if it's climbing. I think it's a steady over 100 quid. And you know, not all of them come with the sort of the move sheet and stuff like that. So yeah, happy to put that into the collection. He did sort of say, look, you need to try this. It's absolutely batshit crazy compared to the Western version. I have no doubt I'll find out. But I say I need to set some time aside, hopefully today, and have a play of that. Really do. Need to pull my finger out this year. Okay, next up we have very similar thing, to be honest. I think these were a day or two apart. It's really, really strange. So another guy that I'm friends with on Facebook, watches the channel, he's on the same groups. Again, sort of said, I'm not sure, I think he's thinning stuff out, moving stuff about. He said, look, I've got these games for sale, are you interested? A few of these I'd had my eye on at CEX, and I always thought to myself, they're not like big hitters or anything like that. I thought, oh, I'll always get them when I've got like a bit more sort of extra credit, if that's the word. Because they're like, you know, £8, £6 games sort of thing. And you know what to say, they're not mega rare, they're very, very common. But Gavin popped up and said, look, I've got these games. I asked him for give him the list. He'd come back with a price. I cross-referenced to CX. It was a bargain. So I thought, yeah, fine, I'll have them. And they come through, and I tell you what, in absolutely cracking condition. So 4 Mega Drive games. Yes, 4 more Mega Drive games. It's all Sega. I've turned into a Sega fiend of late. It has to be said. And I don't, in no real particular order. I'm surprised I didn't have this one. I may have it. You know, I need to go through and catalogue these Mega Drive games. I know that Zoe Kirk Robertson, she was like, how can they not be alphabetical? It's because they're not complete. It's not a complete set, so I don't sort it until that point, or until I decide I am going for a full set, then I'll sort it. But I really do need to go through and just double check and cross-reference, retro collect, and the games I've got. But nonetheless, I doubt if I've got any of these, which I don't think I have, they're not going to be in better condition. So first will be Space Harrier 2, very early release on the Mega Drive. Tell you what, some of these early Mega Drive releases, bloody hard to find. 1990 this is. I'd say this is in fantastic condition. I'd say the price you charged me, I'm not going to grumble, and I'm not going to say no. This just needs a case swap. It's got a little gouge, just that, you know, where it looks like someone's, I don't know, gouged it out with something like teeth or something. The Jungle Book. And as we all know, you can't go too far wrong with a Disney 16-bit platformer. Giants of the genre back in the day, on both formats. You know, wasn't just reserved for the Mega Drive. And this, I tell you what, this game gets some stick. It really does. I had this on the SNES, and I think I've still got it loose cart. And back in the day, and I enjoyed playing. I thought it was a great little puzzler. I think because there hasn't really been, other than the arcade, very good representation in terms of a game of this universe, world, IP, if you like. And I don't know why. I don't know why they keep cocking it all more up. I think there's one half decent one on the last gen systems. Anyway, this is Krusty's Super Funhouse. I was talking about Simpsons basically. There's very few really good Simpsons games, and I say this one, I think everyone thought it was going to be something wonderful. And it turns out it's just a puzzle platformer, but it's very akin to Lemmings. And obviously you play Krusty, and you've got to get the rats or kill the rats. You've got to kill the rats, but you have to, you know, move blocks, platforms, and stuff like that to kill the rats. And I really enjoyed on the SNES. I thought it was a great little game. But yeah, I mean, Simpsons Arcade, belter. Simpsons Hit and Run. Is it a really Simpsons game? It's more like Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? Which is why people quite like it. But what other decent Simpsons games are there, realistically? There ain't many. Bart versus Radioactive Man, or on the SNES, on the NES. Bart versus Space Mutants, absolutely shite. Don't care what you say. I think, like I say, I think the one on the Wii, Simpsons the Game, I think that was all right, wasn't it? Anyway, sticking with cartoons, not one I watched back in the day. What year is it? 1993. I think this was around is it Nickelodeon and stuff like that, and the cable TV channels. I'm sure very, very American focus show. Again, in great condition, great price, and it's the Ren and Stimpy show. No, yeah, the Ren and Stimpy show presents Stimpy's invention. Blue box, blue spine from the man, Scott Brand. Sega Zombie. I'd say Gavin. I did say it was Gavin, didn't I? Gavin Liddle. Did I say it was from Gavin? These are from Gavin Liddle, by the way. They're in great condition, really are, in absolutely belting condition. So, yeah, cheers, Gavin. Absolute made up with them, pal. But yeah, Ren and Stimpy, it was like walking the cow and stuff like that. Is it? No, was it cow and the sheep where the cow's got the udders hanging out? It's all around that sort of time. I don't think I was really watching Nickelodeon back then. I'm sure it's Nickelodeon. Right, enough Gavin. We have the box. We have a box. A Mahoosive box. Yeah. Look. I'm not going to show you the side because it's got all the addresses and stuff on, so you're not going to see that. So, after I bought those items, he said, "Oh, I'll send you something through in the post." He's got a daughter. He has got a daughter, and he's due to be a dad again very soon. So congratulations, buddy. And he said, "I'll put some bits in there for your daughters." But I say I don't know what it is. Yeah, some problems at the post office. I'm sure there's one of my favourite tipples in here. Outside of that, I don't know what else is in here. God. Whoa! Okay. Wow, man. You didn't have to do this. Honestly, you did not have to do it. But a note. Fucking hell. I have the note. I'm just going to read through it. Right, so there's nothing that he probably wouldn't want me to read out. So from Gavin Liddle, I say if you ever have any dealings with him online, I'll vouch. You've got this video as a vouch if you like. Hi Stu, just a little package I've put together to say thanks for all the great YouTube content. Well, that's debatable, isn't it? The Mario Cups are one for you and one for the kids. Don't keep them all to yourself. Ha ha ha. Look forward to future videos. Keep up the great work, Gav. P.S. If you already have the games, do whatever you want, please. Knowing you, they are going to CEX for credit. Could be. There's plans afoot for CEX. I'll come to at the end, actually. So, as you heard about the Mario Cups, the mad bastards bought the heat changers. Not one, not two, but three. Mate, you didn't have to do that. You You did not have to do that. Honestly, you're an absolute legend. Now, I can't remember. I got some, or I bought one of these, and I don't think it's the heat changing one. It's probably from like 2 years ago. So that's absolutely amazing, mate. Honestly, the girls will eat the chocolate. I tell you what, I'll do you a deal. The girls can have the chocolate, and I'll have the. They won't. They don't drink hot drinks anyway, and I'll have the cups. How's about that? That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. These are really cool. I don't know if B&M and all that, them kind of shops stocking these, so get on them. They don't last long either, I tell you that. So the ones from a few years back that I got, I think I only managed to get one, and the fucking shelf had been emptied. Oh yeah. So these are the... I think I know what these are, because he mentioned something about he had to repackage them. And he's kept a couple for himself, which I don't blame him. I may have to fast forward this bit to get into them, because he's packaged these really, really well. Beer jump cut. Trying to get into these. And a cheeky bug. It looks like a pack of crisps, look. A pack of biscuits, CX biscuits. So I'm still going. I just wanted to show you that, because it just looked like a pack of CX biscuits. Yeah, nice touch that. Right, back again. So we're nearly there. So we're in a wonderful CX bag. And I know what they are. I'll tell you what, I'm amazed that they've fucking survived. So from Gavin, just for me, and he could only send me 2, he said. So so the bastards had the other fucking 2. But because they've been out in here as well, they're really nice and cold. So at least I don't have to go back to the fridge today. Wonderful. Wonderful. The best gift I've ever had. That's not all. That's not all. So we have some other things. Oh no! You're mad. You're mad, man. You didn't. I'll come to that last. I'll come to that last. I'll do the games. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there that I'm going to need. Crazy Taxi. The suffering. It has been suffering. I don't think the suffering made it. Yeah, he's popped out his little spindle. Look, bless him. Fable: The Lost Chapter. Pete Jackson's King Kong. Yeah, I don't have any OG stuff. I got rid of the OG Xbox. We'll find home. Might not be CX. Might take him to Donny. If you're at Doncaster, Gav, I'll sell these and buy you a pint. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. I'm sure I've got this one. So they're the games. So absolutely awesome. You know, it's so humbling when anybody sends you anything. I mean, the fucking cans of butter I've been happy with. Honestly, you didn't have to do it. But that's not all. There's 2 other things. Well, that's cool. So this must have come with some sort of like loot crate or something like that, or with the actual game. The Evil Within. Bottle opener. Let's have a squiz. Oh, that's cool. It's like Thor's. It's like my mallet. Has he got the chain? Look. Not like the chain that I've got on my mallet. I don't know. What's that fucking pulverise? Is that to pulverise your meat? Pulverise your mallet. The chain must have to come off to get you to be able to open the bottle though. Oh, what does it matter? That's wicked, that is. Wowzers. I like little trinkety stuff. Trinkets. We should place this on the shelf. And then the last thing, and by no means least, I didn't even see this, it was like down the side. I've seen a few people pick these up. I've seen them in the shop. The daft buggers left the price on, but I knew what, he probably knew what I know what the price was anyway. And these are really nice little items. And it's the coasters, the PlayStation coasters. Look at them. Mate, you didn't have to. I know everyone will always say that, and you know, when I gifted stuff and whatnot, But it's so humbling, mate. Honestly, thank you so much. Really do appreciate all of that. I ain't going to tell the girls yet about the chocolate. They can wait. That's gobsmacked.